So we're going to do jumping twists for our first bit of our warm-up. So as the knees go one way, our arms are going to come the other way. So we're twisting here. So I know that can be hard for some to twist. So you've got to think about your options. So option one, keep it here, and you just do your torso twist that we've done before. I'm going the wrong way. Here, you can just do the knees. So my heels are up. If I do it to the side, you can see. My heels are up, and I'm going side to side. We're going to do it with a jump. So with a jump, we do it like this, okay? It's a hard one. I think we're going to do a sprint as well today. So sorry guys, because we're going to really get that heart rate going today. So we won't do too many, but it's just to get that heart rate going. So you can start off here and then join in with us. Completely up to you. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. So remember, twisting, arms go out in the opposite direction of the knees. If you really want to, go around in a circle. Mix it up, just to confuse. Get their arms up, get some music on, and off you go. A couple more. Really good. Sam's just laughing behind me. Sam's eating chocolate behind the camera, believe it or not, which is really mean. 3, 2, 1, really turn. Get that marching. So I just think it's really mean of him, really. Let's do some of our arm circles. So again, keep that march going, bring the arms back. He's just laughing and giving me a smirk, really. I'll get some chocolate after this. We can all get some chocolate after this. Big arm circles. Round we go, last one. We're going to go forwards, arms up, and round. So again with these videos, if you've done a few now, extend it. So if I do 10 reps and you want to do 20, do 20, just pause the video and then start it when you're ready again. So really make it into your own. If you really, really want to, put 2 of these together and really go for it. I mean, good luck, but go for it. All right, final one. Oh, that's a lot, one more. We're going to do lunges to the side. We're going to hold it and you'll feel that nice stretch in the hamstring there. So again, hands on the thigh, not down the knee. Change sides for me. So knee over toe. Nice big breaths. Recover here. Other side for me. Again, knees over toes. Watch your posture. Last time, other side. And we're going to do some sprints. Sorry guys. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, so get marching for me. We all know what's happening. Unfortunately, what a killer. My Thursday class for weigh-ins, when we come back, you best have knocked some pounds off. If you haven't, I'll be having words. Alright, bit quicker, so just the heels pumping now for me. So toes on the floor, just the heels. I'll stop talking in a bit because I won't be able to do this and talk. Bit faster for me, so toes now come off that floor. Still pump those arms. It's really important that the arms keep pumping because that will help you. Believe it or not, arms give motivation. A little bit faster. Those got a cup of tea. Honestly, he's winding me up behind this camera today. Well, in one of these videos, I'm going to turn that camera around. You meaning? Bit faster. We'll make Sam come in one of these videos, and the last one he'll come and I can talk it through and he can do it. And we're going to sprint in a minute. So when we sprint, I want that head down and driving that forward. So arms are driving, legs are pumping. You should be getting out of breath. All right, you ready? We're going to sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. So fast, fast, fast. Pump those arms, pump those legs. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I came forward on that one. Slowly bring it down, back into that march. So through on the row knees. Good luck. So my Thursday class will know this one. We never should forget our arms. So we're all going to bring our arms up and we'll do 8 claps to the top. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to bring them in front and up. So we're going to do 4. And 1 more. Perfect. Now we're going to clench those fists together and we're going to do circles round. Now the bigger the circle, the harder it's going to become. Okay, so nice big circle rolls. Then palms facing up and reverse that circle, going the other way. So you're going to start feeling this in those shoulders. Now to finish, we're going to repeat those 8 claps going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so another floor exercise for us is we're going to do heel taps. So the feet need to be flat on the floor, okay? Don't have them up nice and flat. And then we need our knees up to the ceiling, so we're going to create this triangle here. Now we're going to go down onto the floor, nice and comfy. Make sure we've got a nice clean floor and try and have a mat or something beneath you, just make it a little bit more comfy. So hands, we need to have our palms facing up. We come up off the floor, so my shoulders are now lifted up, okay? If they still have to stay down, that's fine. Just try and work on getting that up because you're really engaged with the lower abs, which are really tricky to get hold of. And then you're touching your hands to your heels, okay? And that's all it is to the exercise. I say that, but it is actually quite hard. It looks simple, but it will hurt. So we're working our abs and we're also working our obliques. Now for the next one, we're going to do cross crunches. So we're working our opposites here. Now you need your one leg up so that our target is the knee. Hands go either side of the head. Now opposite arm to opposite knee. Elbow, knee, that's your target. And you're coming across the body here. So make sure it's not the same arm. We're using our opposite elbow, opposite knee. Do about 10 and then switch to the other side. Target that knee. Now, to make it harder, we can put these into bicycle crunches. So, the legs for bicycle is like this, as if you're riding a bike. Do this first, build up the strength. Once you're comfortable in terms of knowing what you're doing, it's not going to be comfortable for the abs. Once you're here, bring the hands up, again, either side of the head, and then you're targeting opposite elbow, opposite knee, and that will make it harder. Now, for the chair, we can still do this exercise, you can't get out of it. For your heel taps, so sit sort of halfway down the chest, we're not slouching back. Hands, we can tap either side of the foot. Again, to make this harder, bring the legs out a little bit more and touch either side of the foot here. Now for our cross crunches, 2 options for your legs. Hook it around the opposite ankle, or you can bring it up. So this is going to be harder. This one's your easy option. Again, hands either side of the head, and you aim opposite elbow, opposite knee. The harder version will be opposite elbow, opposite knee. And again, switch and do it the other side here. And again, harder version, up onto the knee, opposites. Now, for our bicycle crunches, can't really use your hands because you need to hold on for stability, so we can't fall off our chair. So nice grip underneath your chair, bring the legs up and then bicycle around. And this will really get those abs working. I'm going to show you some squats that you can use on your stairs. So I'm not that tall at all, some of you are taller than me. So I'm just going to use the first step, all right? If you want to make it a bit more harder, come up onto the second step, all right? Don't come up onto the third because that's just ridiculous, all right? So keep it either second step, depending on your height. It also depends on the strength in your quads, all right? So if you've got that strength there, you can use it. But I'm just going to show you on the first step. Obviously, the dog has to be involved. So what I mean by these squats is you're going to do a normal squat. So my feet are still in line with each other. Yes, one knee is bent, but they're still kind of in the same linear line. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You're going to do your squat as normal, but as you come up, you're going to kick down some space then. All right, so you squat, lift it up, down, squat, down. All right, so you're really using that push to come up. By all means, hold on to your banister. That will help, all right? Then obviously you have to even it out. So turn, do it the other way. So again, squat, kick, Doesn't have to be high, and don't use a dog because obviously they just get in the way. All right, but just make sure that squat is still there. Hello, darling. All right, the leg doesn't have to be high because you're still lifting it up. So just try it. Once you've built up that muscle, try it on the second step, but it does really intensify, so just be careful on that one. Hi everyone, I just want to do a stretching video. Now this is really important that you do this video after every single workout that you do. So if you're just using the single videos that I've done previously and you've kind of built it up, so if you're going to put those as in a sequence of 5 videos, then please make sure this one is always at the end, because you need to make sure you're stretching after every activity, because that's when you'll find those aches and pains come into play. Scientifically, you've not got rid of that lactic acid in the muscles. So that's the science. Now we'll get on to the stretching. So first we're going to just do our legs. So one leg in front of the other. It doesn't matter which leg because we're going to do it on the other side. Both my feet are in parallel, which means they're pointing in the same direction. So my back foot's not turned out, it's pointing in the same direction as my front foot. Now we're going to bend the front knee, okay, and then that should then, you should feel the stretch in the calf in the other leg. Same time, linking those fingers together, and we're going to push away. So we're going to stretch out the hand, stretch out the wrist, and we're stretching out that calf. So again, stay here for about 10 to 30 seconds, as long as you kind of need, you'll feel it. And then once you're ready, you're going to release the hands and we're going to change legs, the other leg is in front. So again, feet pointing the same direction, front knee is bent, back leg nice and straight, hands go behind this time and we squeeze those shoulders together. So if you can't see, I'm just going to turn. So if you can't feel that stretch, bring the arms up and then you should feel it in the shoulders. So just kind of work out where you need to be. Again, release the hands. We're going to change legs this time. The heel goes down, the toe is pointing up. We're going to bend the other leg, the supporting leg. Hands go onto the supporting leg. We're not putting hands on the knees because we don't want to put any pressure on those knees. They're staying on the quads. To develop this stretch, to make it go further, have the one hand going down to the toe. So make sure you have your balance. And again, that will increase that stretch at the back of that calf. If you really want to show off, try and get behind the foot. If I can't, if you really want to show off, head onto knee. All right? So other leg, I'm going to just do it this side for you. So heel goes down. We're going to bend the other leg so the hips go back, hands go onto the bent knee. So again, making sure we've got our balance. If you want to, take it down to the foot and that will increase that stretch. Now to get balance here, what you need, because our head's going forward, the more you push your hips back, you will stabilise your balance, because then you're going to go in sort of 2 directions with your weight. Perfect. Now we're going to do arms. So one arm's going to go across, and we're going to put it into our body. So again, here, we're not holding at the elbow and we're not holding at the wrist. Don't put pressure on those joints. You're holding your forearm and you're pulling that back. And again, other arm, forearm, and pull that into the body. Okay? Not on the elbow, not on the wrist. No damage in joints. Last one, we're going to bring the arm up onto the shoulder, other hand on the elbow, and we're going to pull that back. And again, you'll feel that stretch going down here. Again, don't think, oh, my arm needs to go back up. You might only be able to put it here. It's not a problem. And I'm going to do it one more time. I'll show you from the back. So here, my hands on the back of the shoulder, hand on the elbow, and I'm pushing it back. So I'm trying to kind of crawl my hand down here and feel that. If you really want to show off, try and see if you can, here we go, link arms. It's a little test for you. Finally, last thing I want you to do is going to stretch that back. So I want the arms all the way up. We're going to go over to the side, doesn't matter which side, but you should again feel that opening there. We're going to go to the front, so we're going to go into a flat back position, hence the flat back. So we're here, and then we're going to go up onto the other side and again, really pull and stretch that out. So like I said, please do them every time that you've done some exercise, and it will really help repairing those muscles.